Issa Talk is a Filipino podcast based here in Cebu City by your host, Issa Please. This podcast focuses on pop culture, growing up as a millennial, a woman, a creative, a creator, a business owner, and everything in between. I hope you like this podcast enough to subscribe and to add us to your playlist. Here's the episode.
Junk.
Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Issa Perez. No, I'm not Issa Perez anymore. I keep forgetting.
Yes.
I'm not Issa Perez. I'm a married woman.
Yes.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Issa Please, Issa Gandionko. And you guys are listening to Issa Talk. If you haven't figured it out yet, it is no longer Issa Talks. It is Issa Talk. And then, well, I might have some news for you guys a little later on. We'll talk about it. It's another podcast. But anyways, today let's add some let's talk about things. I can't say humor, I can't say entertainment, but we will be having very interesting, intelligent conversations for the most part.
Yep.
So I'm actually doing a collaboration with Jullian Sibi of The Creator Life. I said that right?
Yeah.
Right. I said it right.
Yep.
Of The Creator Life, and we're doing a 2-part podcast. So if you want to catch part 1, that is on The Creator Life. Check your links. I'll leave it down there.
Yes.
This came out on Friday, and you're now listening to part 2. So yes, this is a continuation of whatever we were talking about over there. So go check it out.
Hi, guys.
And now we have Jullian Sibi of The Creator Life on the show. Say hi.
Hi, everyone.
Jullian is, where are you?
I am now still, as of, what time is it now? So
11.
It's like 12 a.m. here in Japan. So it's like 1 hour ahead. So I'm still in Japan, but I'm being asked to go home tomorrow, or like in a few hours. It's like basically more like 10 or 12 hours from now. So
yeah. So Jullian is a content creator who is currently situated in Japan, right?
Yep.
What's your what do you usually talk about, Jul?
I started out as a tech blogger. I'm still doing the tech blog. It's utterlyrandomtechie.com. I'm already plugging. I don't know why.
Go ahead.
Anyway. But I decided to do The Creator Life because I initially wanted to just talk to my content creator friends. That was the original purpose. But then okay, I'm gonna run out of content creators to talk to, so I better go expand. So it's gonna be like entrepreneurs, startup founders, even my software engineer / dev friends I actually invite on. And I've actually interviewed people that's not necessarily in Cebu, because I mainly focus it in Cebu when I started out, and even until now. But more now, I'm like expanding. I've even interviewed like people outside the country, which is actually exciting. I actually have an upcoming episode, wink wink, that I actually interviewed that person right here in Japan. So that's a hint.
Cool. And also another fun fact is Jullian is the second Filipino to represent the Philippines for International Podcast Day.
Yeah.
So he did it in 2019. I think they found you on their own.
Yeah, I think they did.
They found you on your own.
Yeah.
So he represented the Philippines last year, and I'm so proud of him. And what was your topic about, Gani Jul?
Because I really wanted to focus on the impact of starting a podcast. I have to admit, that talk was really intimidating because it was like a very new experience for me, and I've only done the podcast for a year ish. Yeah. So it was really fresh, and it was really nerve-wracking, intimidating, but I got through it, and it was fun.
That's cool. So right now, you are currently in Japan for work, but why are they sending you guys home?
We are being sent home because of the whole situation in the Philippines. Yeah. Funny how things there affect here, but yes, the situation of can I just say it here? Is it fine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, it's COVID-19, guys. If it wasn't that obvious. it's COVID-19. So what happened was we heard of a possible chance that we weren't able to go home after the 20th. So what my company did was to rebook all our flights to the 19th.
Yeah. So how was the whole like me and Jullian already talked about what the situation is like in Japan, but just so that they have like a little bit of an idea, what is it like right now over there?
Yeah. So, short to make it short, it's actually kind of peaceful still. I mean, it still has the normal Japan vibe despite the COVID-19 situation. It's probably because it started earlier here, like early February, I could say. I'm not sure when it actually started, because if you remember, there was a cruise ship that arrived in Japan. I think it was in Yokohama, Japan. It's called the Diamond Princess, where there were like more than like I think it was 5,000 crew. I'm not sure the number. Don't quote me on that. So so there were even Filipino crew. There were a lot of cases from that ship alone. So in the ship, then I think Japan allowed them to dock in Japan, the cruise ship. So
that's how it was. I have a question, Jules.
Yeah.
Like, there was a shortage of face masks here. Was that also something that you guys had to deal with in Japan?
Initially, yeah. Actually, until now, yes. There's still a shortage. And I actually felt the initial wave because, like, I went to the convenience store. I got in. And when I found it's like, oh, there's only like one box of face masks. It was like 30 pieces left. Yeah. So I just grabbed it. I think it was one of two, I think. Yeah. And then there was like another person staring to get the face mask. So I got that. I still have parts because like I bought like small packets of face masks like along the trip. Okay.
Yeah.
It was really hard to get face masks in one place lang. Okay, I think what Japan's doing now is every face mask that they get is for the healthcare personnel good.
Exactly. Yeah. I understand that.
Which makes sense, makes total sense. But that means you wouldn't see any masks until I think end of this month, if I'm not mistaken. I saw one of the banners of the convenience stores, and it said until like the end of the month. So they're really focusing it on the healthcare personnel because I think they need it.
They need more. It the most. Yeah. Well, if all else fails, you can always make face masks out of your underwear.
Yeah, I think
Did you see my latest video?
I have to admit, I haven't yet. I'm so sorry.
But you know what it's about. You know what you've
seen. Yeah. I know. I've seen the post, so I know what it's about.
You can make face masks out of your underwear.
Yeah, if you're really desperate. So.
I mean, all jokes aside, it is an interesting video, but tinuod man good. Like, that's how I feel because there is a shortage of face masks over here, ba. And I'm just thinking, I need a face mask, yes, because my immunity is low. I'm not the healthiest person. And they say, like, basta my lifestyle just isn't the best. And so I could get potentially hit by it and whatnot. But I was thinking, like, even for me, I think that I could be a prospect of this, a potential victim of it. But I wouldn't be hangul with my masks if I had it. Like, if I knew somebody else needed it more than me, I would still give it up for them. So muto, you'll see the video and I say, like, if I saw someone else who needed it, I would have given it up. Or I think I say, like, I don't think it's really weird. You'll see it. Yeah. Unya, musta man imong ang mga panic buying dira na apod?
When because it happened like I think a few weeks after the schools were being asked to close here.
So this has been going on for a while because classes were suspended here like last Friday or Saturday pa.
But in Japan it's been like
suspended there.
I think it was mid-February if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if it's mid or late February. So essentially because it coincided with when they end. I think they end their classes like around this time, like March. and then it's spring break. So instead of like waiting for that, they just connected the like they just closed the schools and then it connected to the spring break until like April
Okay.
with the hopes of, trying to contain it and everything.
Oh yeah, how is like public transportation over there? Do you still like take public transportation or do you walk to work?
Cause the funny thing here, cause like, we have a lot of. In Japan, you have options, especially if your workplace is near your apartment. So you can either just walk or take the train. In my case, it's like my only form of exercise here. So I walk to the office, even though it's
That's
like
good.
30. Yeah, because it's like 30 minutes, more or less.
That's good though. That's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
So,
It's
but like
fun.
when you walk, are people like social distancing? Is that something that was already existing there?
Social distancing. Cause here's the thing: you can't social distance on the train. You really can't. So it's basically a normal day. People are just wearing face masks, most of them. But for
What
the
are the
most
cases
part,
there? Are there like a lot of cases in Japan? Because I'm just like out of it. I'm very disconnected.
yeah, as you mentioned, cause in Japan, the funny thing is they don't test everyone. So what happens is, they only test people with like severe fever, like 38, 39 degrees Celsius. So what ends up happening is if you have like a mild fever, it's like closer to body temperature. They just ask you to just rest and go home. So you don't know if you have it or not.
But
So-
like, let's say if there was like an outbreak, if daghan gyud kaayo ba, does Japan have the facilities?
I mean, to be fair, I am way more comfortable with the fact that if Japan, but I don't really know because they're really trying hard not to get to that point, bitaw. Okay, they like whatever like we don't want another Italy to happen. Like na overwhelm gyud ang ilang healthcare system to the
Yeah,
point na
that's
di na gyud
true.
kaya.
That's
Have
true.
you read
that's
Have
true.
you read the news about the? I'm not sure if it's true, so don't quote me on that.
Kato ilang
Uh,
gibilin ang mga tiguang mamatay.
Yeah, that one.
Well, Um,
I'm not sure if that's real.
me and Paulo did have that discussion because that was something that was circulating on the news, and then our take at Tojo's was, the population of Italy is more on the older side. Like it is a dying population.
Yeah.
As from what those are my words, it was how it was described to me. It basically like kasagaran nila tiguang na, and then
Yeah.
so it's not. It sounded really misconstruing in the articles,
Yeah.
but basically what they were doing was in the hospitals they were taking care of the patients who were really 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 sick, like the severely sick first, and the ones nga marag mild, they're like okay lang na, marag anak lang sa na.
Yeah.
So they would be able to cure the severely sick ones and then go back to the ones that were, by the time katong mildly sick ones, by the time maayo si severely sick, they're already severely sick.
sick.
So, and then that's how it kind of seemed like they were just leaving them to die. But I mean, that's how it was explained to me. I'm not
Okay.
100% sure as to if I didn't really read up on it,
Yeah.
because it was a little bit too much for me to read also. So, murag.
Yeah.
But then I did hear good things about it nga murag, they're getting better na daw, ing ana. But for the most part, ang ila jud ko nung population is the older one. So,
Yeah. Funny you say that because that's that. From what I know of Japan, it's similar where there are a lot of also older people here.
yeah.
To the point that they
They're
may
still working.
they may have a population problem on their hands in Japan, but
Yeah, because nobody there wants to have babies.
yeah. So I don't know. So
It's a
like
culture thing because gi-implement man siguro na historically sa ilaha ang one-child policy, or if you only have like a number of kids, like the government supports you, diba?
I am not sure about that part, but
I
yeah.
think they had a one-child policy, or they had a policy that involved kids and the government, and then like I guess the Japanese also just realized that they didn't really want to have kids, and then mo na ron nga. Now they're trying to fix it by offering to pay you, or the government gives you money if you
Yeah.
actually have kids.
And actually letting a lot of because it affects a lot of things, like the
Yeah, kitsa man
workforce.
ang
So
mupuli
the
nila,
workforce
wala naman.
the workforce gets older. So if you know if you notice the reason why there are a lot of like foreigners, there are a lot like
Coming in there
foreigners
into the country.
yeah, so that's why, because
That's why you're
they're-
there.
I
Technically,
wish.
right?
I wish.
Jules, I have a question ba. Did you have the option to just stay there? Because if you think about it, but this is what we told my mom, ang good.
Okay.
She's here in Cebu. We don't know if she can fly out on the 20th, which is her
Okay.
supposedly fly out date. But amo siya ginan nga, if you can get out of Cebu, get out of Cebu na, because if you're gonna be quarantined anywhere, or if you're gonna get it, or if you already have it, might as well get the help that you need in the States kaysa dirib, where you can't really get the help that you need here.
No.
So, sa imuhang case, if you're already there, why come home? Can't they just like extend your working visa or whatever that they need to do?
Because it's a situation of, we're in a different case. If I have my passport here, just check it. Because basically
go
we're
get it.
basically like tourists.
What
So
mo
we're not-
gikuha as
We're not
working?
we didn't get a working visa because we're only here on business trip, and that just means we're like just visiting. So what that means is like basically a tourist.
Yeah.
Yeah, just long
Ano wala
term.
na lang siya gi-working? Is it more expensive to get a working visa?
Because in our sa case sa mong company I'm not gonna mention any names or anything, but
Yeah.
it's only for when the arrangement is you, because we have this thing called like you get transferred to a company here, like a subsidiary. So what ends up happening is you get a working visa that way, because you are technically not under the company that I'm working for. You're being transferred to that company.
So mga mo gi-outsource.
Yeah, in a way. But
I see.
But they're treating it like, they're treating it kind of like you're part of that company.
Okay. But
So-
like, what if Japan would just say, oh no, you can't leave, we're closing the borders or something? They're not closing the borders.
Yeah, if that's the case, then we're basically screwed 10 hours from now. So we'll see.
You'll find
But-
out later. But would you
But
rather be stuck
it's-
there than stuck here?
To be completely honest, yeah. But
There's no
But
shame
it's
in
a
saying that.
yeah, but it's a complicated answer because it's a lot of like complications. Like I have my workmate here who's really worried about her family, which is like she's really attached to her family.
Yeah.
So she would rather go home even though it's really safe here. Cuz
Na
they're not
siya,
safe
it's like
there.
na siya anak or something.
No, it's just
Grandparents.
it's just her family, parents, grandparents.
Well, like if you
Moto,
don't have
napa-isolate
that,
po
if
siya.
you don't really have that connection with your family, then or
Yeah.
ano,
And
then
actually we really elected us as a group here, because we're like five, I'm not sure, 5, 6. We wanted to stay, but the thing is something weird happened. It's like our flight got canceled.
huh?
Yeah,
You opted to
On the
stay, but then your flight got cancelled.
but yeah, and it's not the company's fault. It's not we didn't say anything. I think it's just the airline that canceled the flight. I'm not gonna mention the airline on air because
No free pub.
Person.
Ah, it's not even pub.
Yeah, I listened to that. Oh, it was so
That
good.
was a good. I really enjoyed that episode as well. That was
Yeah.
really fun. You know what?
Yeah,
I
I
found out
need.
today that my blood type is allergic. Oh, not allergic, but can't really handle milk.
Ooh,
Cause like
woof.
I it answers so many questions. Let me, cause I'm a blood type O.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm burping. Like I say this right now because I'm farting. That's why I'm
Can't believe
like
you're
I
just saying
changed
that.
my position. Sige kong utot dire. But like it says
uh,
that I have tummy troubles and that
yeah.
should um I should be light on grains. Grains is rice, right?
Mm, I mean, it's not restricted to rice, but
But what's the grain that I eat
yeah.
the most? I don't like bread.
Yeah,
So
so it's
there's
probably
rice,
rice.
right? Yeah, beans, which
Yeah.
I don't eat. Um, I
Okay.
I like the pork and beans, but I don't like beans.
Like most people do if they
Oh,
encounter
di
it.
ko
So
ganan sa kanang green nga beans kay the string beans because it
ah,
squeaks magod in your mouth.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then there's dairy. So the only thing I really eat are grains and dairy. And then like at nighttime, after I have eat dinner, I'm so palautot. And I'm just like, it makes sense because I'll have coffee at night, and then now I'm like, fuck. Anyways, no,
Anyways,
but you know, kay nigawas magudto ang there was an article that came out today that
what?
murag if you're blood type A, you're most unsa to siya. Actually, I didn't really read it because I didn't double check the
I
source.
I haven't read any non. I haven't. The only thing I've been reading lately are COVID-19 related stuff or
No,
tech,
but this is related
just
to
to escape.
COVID-19.
Oh,
It's let
okay.
me
I
let me
didn't. I
because
didn't.
it's on my husband's family's group chat. People with blood type A may be more vulnerable to a coronavirus. But then that's the headline, but it's from South China Morning Post. So I guess
So take
that's a verified outlet,
that.
right?
I don't know. I usually take things with a grain of salt first, then confirm with like another site if they posted a similar thing or
Yeah.
whatever.
But anyways, like that was the whole thing, and then I didn't read this article, but then my husband's family they're talking about it, and then like they started talking about like they started researching their blood types, and which is how we
Mm-hmm.
got onto this topic, and then it said nga, if your blood type O A, and then I just learned what my husband's blood type is, which means
Huh.
that I didn't know prior to yesterday's or earlier's
Yeah.
conversation.
Sometimes there are still aspects of like if your partner really doesn't mention it, that
So, unsa man, like, if they say tomorrow, like, you'd rather stay here than, though, right? I mean,
Oh,
there.
to be yeah, I'd rather be staying here to be honest. But there, like we were all chill yesterday, not thinking too much about it, even though we're also as worried as basically everyone else there
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
Philippines. But then I got an email and my flight got canceled, and it's like, what?
They canceled it, but they moved it to an earlier flight.
No, so what we did was it got canceled because I think the airlines are doubtful as to whether they can operate on that date.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because I think they were given until the 20th. I'm not sure, but I'm not. By now, there's maybe something that would be different about that. Go read
So
it
you're
if you haven't
checking
read
it,
that
but
yet.
you guys are checking into a hotel, right?
Yeah, when we
2 weeks.
get home, where our company made the precaution to give us a hotel to stay for quarantine,
Yeah.
and they're providing the meals, so we have lesser chances of going out.
So you're gonna be here for 2 weeks at a hotel. That's like a mini vacation.
I wish we're gonna work from home, so
But that's like
nothing.
that's like if you're gonna work from home anywhere, you're lucky it's at a hotel, right?
But it's like
Can you go
it's like
swimming?
it. No,
I have a lot of
But it's
questions.
like-
Like, are you allowed to go like to the mountains or to
But-
the beach if you're?
we're actually not allowed, because if it's a proper self quarantine, you're not really supposed to go out at all.
Like, what about beaches or like camping?
Not because like you'd risk like a random person passing by, or you really never know what's gonna happen if you're going outside. So
See, this
might
is
as
not
well
my words.
stay on the
These are
safe.
not my words. These are Julian's words. That you're not supposed to go out.
Yeah, if you feel like you've been exposed like somewhere, us basically there's like a chance like basically everyone has it here, but I'm not gonna take that with a giant grain of salt that it's not that's the case. But I'm worried.
It's so hard, but good,
So
like for me, but like at least there, if you get the virus, at least you know that you're in a first world country that has the right facilities for you, right? And
yeah.
you have healthcare, right? So you're technically
Yeah,
covered.
but yeah,
But you're also
there are the
technically like
intricacies of healthcare.
also you're on a work trip, so that's your company's
Prerogative,
liability
yeah.
also. If you do
Yep.
get it, and then like who pays for that shit because they
Mm-hmm.
sent you there. But like, if you were like, let's say here, murag, it's so
Yeah.
difficult because first of all, even on a regular day, just to be a patient here, it sucks.
Yeah.
The healthcare, and as a nurse, I know it sucks. Like, I don't want to be a nurse in the Philippines. And the thing that I heard from a friend of mine, a little birdie told me who's currently working at the hospitals, is that the nurses who are currently working, they are not given hazard pay. And yeah, they're being
mean,
overworked and then they're not getting hazard pay. And that's like
well,
not
to be
just hearsay, that's actually from someone who actually works there.
and to be and on it's already on top of I feel that they're already underpaid in general. So
Exactly.
then you don't get that. So it's like kind of nuts how hospitals get away with that.
It's insane. But I heard that
Yeah, that
they increased the what's it tawag ni budget ba? Release naman kuno 10 billion man siguro to ang.
Oh, is that the war chest?
You know what?
That's what I heard.
I know. I dilly-dally a little bit in politics. Like, I'll read it. I'll catch up on it. I'll try to stay updated. But then I don't really, like... I don't really delve in it so much. It's not like...
Let's not go. I don't want to be ranting here because the last thing I want is
that's something we will...
aside.
That's definitely something... Or that's not a topic that I am most likely to have on any of my platforms. Like, I would never go political or religious just because, like, I respect that people have their own opinions, and I would like
Yeah.
people to respect that. I would like to respect my privacy with that, because for every single part in my life, like, I am very vocal and transparent, but for things like this, I'm not.
Yeah.
And that's just something that I would like to keep for myself. Unless, of course, if it involved, like, women's rights, something that
Yeah,
I
of
am
course.
truly...
If it overlaps.
Yeah, then I'd be like, yeah, women's rights, sure. And then, ukayon ako, tanan akong kinanglan ukayon. But for the most part, like, I just like to keep a very nice distance from it. But I'm not like
Yeah.
blinded, you know what I mean? But
Yeah. If it to be the only place where I really rant about politics, because I do,
Yeah.
because it's really annoying, is on Twitter.
that's like
And it's a
the
good thing not a
worst
lot of
place for you to be No, actually, that's not the worst place for you to be ranting on.
No,
Like,
because
Twitter's
it's
pretty
actually
woke.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, though,
It's-
I am, like, on Twitter. Like, there are a lot of people on it. And then, like, like, honestly, lately, Twitter has been really toxic. Like, if Facebook has been toxic, like, Twitter's just, like, a different ball game.
Yeah. Toxic. Yeah.
But, you know why? I'll tell you this, ha. Facebook, ang ilamang kong away dito, it's just, like, weird. Like, people, like, the fight. Like, basically, ganina, there was this... Did you hear that? That someone was sending around a
Which
prank?
one?
that the mayor actually had to call a
I saw
restaurant.
saw your story. So
So what that was
yeah.
about was there was a group chat within group mates or like
Mhm.
teammates at a
Yep.
insurance company or something, and then the
Mhm.
one of the members was like, "Wait, did you know that the truth is there's actually um, COVID cases, but the government is not coming out with it?" And why do I know this? Because my father is the director of a funeral home, and he had
Okay.
to deal with all the dead bodies because uh, none of the funeral homes are taking them in. So that's what he said, and he was
Mhm.
drawing the
Yeah.
whole scenario. So obviously, team members would take a screenshot of it and send it out to friends and family and all that other stuff, you know.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
it turns out it was a prank, and then nobody was like everybody was sharing it. I got the thread of screenshots on multiple groups, multiple chat rooms. I was like, well, I read it and then I didn't have an opinion about it. I was like, I
Mhm.
didn't say it. I didn't not think it was true. Honestly, it did. It did scare
Yeah.
me a little bit, but then after that, I was just like, wait, kanang dili lang sa ako mo react be kay waton lang gud nako kay from what I know publicly, what public information was that there were no cases as of this morning, and then suddenly they were like daghan kuno kaayong patay, and then it turns out it was a fucking prank, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. And then it was so bad that the mayor actually had to have a press
Mhm.
conference or
Just for that.
just for that. And I was like, that's
Mhm.
really what ticked me off earlier, honestly. But moto siya niya. I forgot why we talked about this, but that's basically what happened today. And
I was looking for the swear words in my part 1, but for some reason it got too serious to the point that we forgot about it. Thank God we found it here again.
yeah, I
Yeah.
will always swear. That's something
Yeah,
that
that's
will never
why.
go away in my life.
Every single episode you're on is already automatic explicit.
You're like,
now.
oh, Issa's gonna be on here. Explicit. Because
Yeah,
why
fuck it.
not? But
Yeah, why the fuck
why the
not?
fuck not? But Mooto, like, why did I even talk about that, Jewel? I really forgot, but that really fucking pissed me
It's
off.
probably because you were talking about something. Because I was talking about like because we went through politics, and I said the place I really rant about it is Twitter.
Oh, okay, now I
And
remember.
yeah.
So
There.
on Facebook they will talk about things like that, like fake news, like bananas
Yeah.
can heal
Uh-huh.
and cough, and like and then
Mhm.
people will like, honestly, no offense, but it's really a place for the masses. Kanang,
Yeah.
because it's so saturated there, which is why Bayhana does so well on Facebook, because it's
Mhm.
really for that main purpose, but ang Twitter magod is a little bit more woke. They're like people on Twitter
Yeah.
are smarter. I'm not saying they're the smartest, because sometimes people there just try too hard to be smart.
To the point that they end up looking like dumb people.
Oh.
I'm not saying they're stupid, dumb, bro.
They just like, there's just this thing about people trying to be, you can tell nga murag, they're just like, I mean, I'm not discrediting that they're not smart, but kanang murag false na usahay ba?
Yeah.
Kana gani.
People say stupid things, so
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, I don't know how to make that sound beautiful, but
It-
ila sa
yeah.
nagkinaiya sometimes. Kana game reg sometimes kay, but I like the culture on Twitter because a lot of them actually are a lot smarter. But yeah, good. Like,
yeah.
they are
Generally.
so right now Vanessa Hudgens is trending. Did you know that?
Oh, why again?
My God, Jules, like it is such a bad
don't
time.
check
It is.
Twitter a
I was
lot.
telling you on your podcast that it is such a bad time to be an influencer right now, and I really don't mind talking about
Ah.
it here. But
Okay.
like almost everyone is being canceled online right now, and
Mhm.
it kind of makes me feel not scared when sad, but I will never well, for one, I kind of think that it would never happen to me because I'm not that sikat. I'm not like a heart evangelista level, but
Mm.
at the same time, no one is ever safe from it. But
Yeah.
kanang there's actually a Google spreadsheet going around now online where it's a list of all the influencers or socialites or whatever who have already been canceled. It's so insane, and I'm just like, people really dislike influencers, no? And I can understand the sentiments why they hate influencers, but at the same time, it's like luoy, but then at the same time, it's like, well, you guys said stupid shit. Like, like, let's say Vanessa Hudgens. Like, she was, oh my god, you should watch it. Like, she's really upset that Coachella didn't push through. And then she's like, well, we're all gonna die. Isn't it inevitable? And I'm like, holiday, ayaw gid paging anak day.
Oh my god.
Wrong today.
I'd rather be watching John Legend's replay of a live IG concert.
Exactly.
Which actually happened like
recently.
Was it? Yeah, is it recently? It's like a day ago.
Is that when his son like was dancing around the piano and then like he fell over?
I think so.
That was
I'm not
so
sure.
adorable. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather do things like that, seriously, because like we pretty much can't do anything if everything gets cancelled. So people have to get creative about how to deal with it.
Like for me, there's a way for us to still be content creators in this time, but you can use your platform wisely. You know, like I mean, I can't say that I hated it. I just didn't know how to react to it. But when Heart Evangelista posted that picture of her in an Hermes mask, like, I didn't know how to feel about it. For one, I was like, well, it's probably a ribbon that she has lying around. Two, she probably really loves Hermes, and I can't really fault her for that. That's her preference. But three, I was like, of all the times to show your pagkadato ba, karon yun. But then that's also a preference. Like, if I wanted my mask to be pink, I had all the right. I'm like, it wasn't like she was being selfish. It's not like she doesn't share or doesn't do a lot for the community. But she also got canceled for that. So I didn't know how to consume it as, for me, someone who doesn't discredit all the good things she's done for her community. But I saw that post and I was like, I don't know how to feel about this. She's just
it's just so hard to balance that. But I don't know, it's something like in my case, in my circle of tech content creators, we haven't really stopped. But I mean, yes, the events are canceled. Yes, some things are changing. But then like same time not, we're still putting out tech content. Even just recently, Apple just
what do you talk about in terms of tech right now though? Are people buying tech, or what's there to talk about right now?
The thing is, it's basically the usual things. Nothing really changes there. It feels like technology is kind of an escapism kind of thing now. It's like every single tech content creator I've come up with are actually good people.
Yeah.
They're not jerks. They're not anything. They're like awesome people who just want to share what they know and what they love.
You know, I think because like, especially in the world of content, Julba, a lot of them, it's like they kind of magong like they actually know what they're talking about. No offense to a lot of influencers out there.
Yeah, most of them don't.
But like they don't really know what they're doing. They're just like, oh, I want to be sikat, or I want to create content. What about? And then they just do this and that. The easiest is like, okay vlogs, or no offense to okay vlogs, but like makeup, or I don't want to hate on my own industry, but there's a difference in. I can't hate on doctors because I don't work in the medical field. I can't hate on engineers, but like I do see the lapses in my community, and I do see the lapses in my industry, and I think it comes from a place of nobody is really a guru in, especially like in the lifestyle. Like who can be a guru at lifestyle? That's not a niche, and that's not something that you guru like, in. You know, not like tech.
It's like lifestyle is like, uh every single person has his or her own lifestyle. So
exactly.
like, how can you encapsulate that in like silos? I don't know. It's weird. Unlike tech, it's like you can really define what kind of tech are you're into. Are you into building PCs? Then there's
You need
stuff
to
for
know
you.
so much
Are you?
about that, but yun.
Yeah, but funny thing is, I came across a tech content creator, but it's funny because her background is like law school, uh, what else? Lifestyle na content, not really tech. Then she got invited to do tech content, but like when she was invited, it was like in a lifestyle tech manner, so it's like a mishmash. So it's like you don't you don't have to know everything
I
about
get that, yeah.
a certain
That's
thing.
what I did with
Yeah.
that's what I did with Oppo where I got bashed.
Oh, I remember.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But I think it was at a time where there was still that specs thing.
Yeah, like there was
And yeah.
I was also very lost in my content, honestly. Like I
Mhm.
didn't know what I was supposed to talk about. I was like, why are you guys
Yeah.
even getting me for this? Like honestly. But then they wanted content from me and I was like, can't complain. It's a paid project, sure, why not?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I mean, there are ways, and I know moving forward what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have a
Mhm.
question though. What do you think about the Switch? I thought about getting I don't know what to do, Julian. Can you just buy me one?
Oh my
This
gosh.
is not the time to be
I-
talking about spending money, honestly. But
Yeah, but like I mean seriously though.
I have a PlayStation 2.
It's fine. A Switch as the Switch is actually the best thing Nintendo has going for it right now because it's like a console and a handheld in one.
Yeah.
And they're pretty much the king of the handheld right now.
Yeah.
Because Sony stopped. And yeah, Sony stopped doing portables. So like Nintendo's, it's basically theirs.
Mm-mm.
And of course, you're actually the real enemy of the Switch is not the PlayStation or the Xbox. It's this here thing called the phone.
That's true.
So that's their real enemy. So yeah, how to, but yeah, that's why Nintendo did that, and I think it's a very nice purchase, especially if you're planning to have like more than two people play, because there are like specific games for the Switch.
Do you
for
have
that.
one?
I don't.
Are you
I've been
planning-
wanting one for a year plus. That I don't.
Did you know
'Cause I
that,
have priorities.
that like Paulo was I know, right? Priorities. And especially now it's
Yeah.
really not the right time, but like
No.
kanang me and so before like we knew that we were gonna be in a financial crisis for like the next 5 years.
Yeah.
We were thinking about like buying a Switch, but Paulo was like, if you get a Switch, you have to give up the PlayStation 2, PS4
Mhm.
day. What year
Yeah,
am
it's
I
a
stuck
PS4.
in? I don't know, PS2.
I remember it's a PS4 because you were selling a Spider-Man game, which I don't know if that got sold.
Yeah, I
or
got sold. I
something.
got sold. I didn't
Yeah,
even get to
yeah.
play that game because nobody let me play. So
Oh,
that was it. But
anyway.
so Paulo was like, we can buy a Switch, but we need to sell the PlayStation 2. And I was like, I don't want to sell the PlayStation. Why do I keep saying PlayStation 2? Oh my god, what's happening to Iga 2000?
Wait, to be fair, PlayStation 2 is like one of the best
PlayStation
consoles
2
ever.
was the freaking best. But
Yes.
like I wanted the PlayStation 2, but my parents got me the PlayStation 1. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm grateful anyways. But the thing
don't sleep on the PlayStation 1.
No,
When
the
2
PlayStation
came
1
out,
that
it
I got
like,
was not the original one. It was a second release. It was the compact one.
it's a smaller one.
It was a
But
smaller one. But I loved it. I still
it's
really
fine.
loved it.
Yeah.
I played, oh my god.
I think the same games still play.
Yeah, it was
not
amazing.
a
I really
problem.
loved the PlayStation 1. But I think the thing with that was I just couldn't play Dance Dance Revolution on it. But also the dance pad was so expensive. So,
Yeah.
murag dili gid me ka afford ato.
Oh, I think because we had a PlayStation, not the one, like the original boxy
Yeah,
gray one.
the gray one.
Then I think I think because I don't know who wanted the dance pad, but we actually got the dance pad and the game.
Lucky bastard.
So it was so weird and awesome.
Dude, you know what?
But then we ended up
Oh, what?
we ended up cheating and just using the controller.
That's what I was gonna say. We
a
ended
few
up
months.
using the controller. But
So yeah.
I mean, I really I was very grateful to have the PlayStation 1. Like, oh my god, it was amazing. But like, anyways, so Paulo said that we have to sell the PlayStation 4 so I could get the Switch.
Yeah.
But then The Last of Us is coming out in May, so I don't want to give it up.
Yeah.
But I also really want to.
Yeah, and they're doing Last of Us 2, I think.
Exactly.
Plus a series on HBO. So
Yes. But I also want to play a lot of games on the Switch, such as Luigi's Mansion and Animal Crossing, and Overcooked.
yeah. But at least we have Adorable Home, so what do
Oh
we
my
know?
god, I hate Adorable Homes. That fucking game. Fuck that shit. Adorable Homes can kiss my fucking ass.
Oh my
That
god.
fucking game. Did you know that like, that
What?
just released like the inner bitch in me. Sorry to everyone who loves Adorable Homes. I love you, but I hate that game. Kibaw ka nga. Lagot kay ko ng dua, Jullian.
Why?
So
Why?
I was so over it.
What did it do to you? What did it do to you?
Well, first of all, like, those damn cats are so hard to please. Like, fuck that shit. And the guy, dugay kayo sa mawa. Asa na siya padong. Di ba to normal working hours?
Oh my
Unya,
god.
mahal king mga butang. Unya, pila ra ba yung madawdaw ni mo? So, magsigi kag duwa ato. Magsigi kag hikap-hikap og iring. Unya, dugay kay ka mahuman.
Oh my gosh.
So-
Can't believe we got into a rant about the Adorable Home, but yet here we are.
I'm so fucking mad at Adorable Home. So, what I did was, I deleted
What?
it. No, but before I deleted it, I cheated. Because I know how to cheat on that shit. So I found a crack and I was able to, like, I saw a video on YouTube basically and taught me how to cheat. So I cheated
Yeah.
and then got all the
Yes.
hearts that I needed. And then I pimped up my house. Naghan kay kong kwarta. And then I didn't play it for 2 days. Came back.
Then
Gikawat sa penguin, tanan akong butang. Unya, nahurot akong kwarta. Yang gikawat na po akong heart. Unya, ako kay Murag, kaya pwede din niya kawaton akong kwarta. And I was like, bro, I'm over
Apparently,
this.
yes.
I'm over this shit. And it's like a game where you have no other choice but to watch ads. So your game time is this. Like, your game time is like this small, but
Mhm.
your watch time of ads is so much longer. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
Kayata, this game is a joke. And so that's why I hate Adorable Homes, because it's a lie. It's not a real game. It's a game that makes you watch ads, which is how they make money, okay? Stop.
Oh, that's why
playing
that's
Adorable
why that's why my phone right now I have like a subscription service for games, so I don't see ads.
Huh, what is that? Did you pay for this
It's,
subscription?
Yeah, I did. So it's called, I'm gonna show it. It's called Apple Arcade. I can't believe I'm showing a
but you're
phone
an
on a
Apple.
podcast.
I'm not an Apple person. I'm a Huawei.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
So I can't get
let's not
that
talk
then.
about it. Yeah.
Don't talk to me with your Apple phone, Jullian.
Yeah, you know how many times we talked about the iPhone dilemma on the podcast you're on? I mean,
I
seriously.
still have it.
Kept talking about the
Well,
iPhone.
you know, honestly, right now, I'm just happy to be able to have a phone,
Nah, that's true.
because I'm just happy, like, with what I have right now, honestly. I'm not gonna complain, because
Yeah.
we could lose all this
Uh-huh.
shit in like a second. But
Then we're going through this
I know.
COVID-19
Ay, nako.
debacle.
I thought about it, but I really thought about it for a while. This whole crisis, it's ay nakabenepisyo, ani. Like, obviously, nobody's benefiting from it. But it did come into my mind how I'm gonna make money in this time. And I realized that this is one of... But I'm not saying to just do it and do it mindlessly. You also always have to be smart with what you do. But this actually
Yeah,
would have
it's
been
true.
the perfect time to create content. Like, the industry is really like the content creators. Like, let's say whether you're a podcast, whatever content that you can digest online, which is really good.
Yeah.
And well, if you work for like a tissue paper company, sure. I have a friend who owns a tissue paper company, and I told her, hey, if you have a lot of marketing budget at the end of this, I'm your girl. I will dress myself up in tissue paper. I'll walk around in tissue paper.
Was that Halloween?
I don't need it to be for Halloween, Jullian. They need me to walk around in tissue paper now. I'll do it if they spend for me.
Well, yeah, things we do for what we need to do.
I am willing to sell my body at this point.
Oh God.
Do you want to turn
Not
this
that
conversation into an OnlyFans conversation? I'm willing to strip
Oh
for
God.
1,000 yen. I am that cheap. My husband's like in the other room.
What? Are you serious? Like, yeah, I saw the tweet and it's like, what the fuck? I saw the tweet and it's like,
I'm not putting down
what?
OnlyFans people. I'm really not. But he was like,
we're just joking around here, but like, it's a
honestly, I'll be honest, it's half joke, half not. Like I did tell
like
Paulo,
it's the things we think about.
I would no.
point.
Honestly, I would consider it if I had kids. Like if I really could not, if I was a single mom, and if I had kids, and there really was no other way for me to provide for my family, and I couldn't leave the house. Kaya tabuhaton ako kung pakanon ako, kung anak ko I don't even have kids right now, but
yeah,
I would not
funny
do anything for them. In theory, I have a dog.
The things you do for
I have a dog. I would do anything for my dog, but not strip.
Not that.
Just yeah.
Not that.
I mean, he comes. I let him go with me to the bathroom, and I think that's enough. So wait, so you still got pasalubongs for people yesterday?
Yeah, no, I got them now.
What did you get?
Actually,
Show me your pasalubongs. I won't ask for any.
God.
I just want to see.
Yeah, I can't believe we're including this in the podcast. But anyway, so yeah, I got Kit Kat.
Oh my God, what kind
I
of
think
Kit
I have
Kat
some
is
for
that?
you. I think I have some for you here.
It's
so
okay.
It's
okay. It's totally okay. I
Because like I think I overbought, not this time again. So I may have to give some. Because let's face it, we're not gonna finish all this. I might end up eating some of this anyway because of the.
What are you gonna miss the most about Japan?
I'll probably lose my peace of mind again.
Just stay off Facebook, honestly.
Oh wow. That is so easier said than done.
No, actually, no. This is what I'm gonna say to you. You don't need to stay off Facebook. What you need to do is stay out of your damn group chats. Like, it's the group chats that are so fucked up. You know why?
Do you know how many group chats I muted right now?
Dude, I mute
a lot of them.
I muted
because
so
it's
many.
like. Yeah.
If you're like, for the listeners out there, if you're in a place you're so mentally like lost or confused, the best thing you can do for your peace of mind is to mute your group chats.
Yeah, because they're gonna flood like it's no tomorrow.
There's this thing with Filipinos. I don't know if it's a Filipino thing because I can only speak for the Filipinos because my family's Filipino.
Yeah.
But there's this thing about Filipinos where they think that they're so special when they're able to send a secret message like, oh, this is secret information. Please spread. Hilig kay ang mga Pinoy like, why does it have to be a secret? You know, like, oh, this is a secret article from the mayor. Like, walay secret. Oy, buang.
Oh, funny you mentioned that because in tech, most things are actually like right now. I may be doing something that you cannot see or you should not see because it's for embargo. So what that means is I cannot show it to you. I cannot talk about it on social or anything until a certain date. And until that certain date comes, I'm not allowed to say anything.
Well, that's because it's a company, Jewel, and they tell you.
Yeah.
So wait, you're getting free PR na.
This is one of them, actually.
Ooh, how many phones do you have?
Yeah. Right now, I have 3, but one is like my friend's. My friend asked me to buy it. Like, it's her money, but I bought it. so I'm able to use it. So it's just here.
Oh, so you're like
and then I
trying it
have
out.
then I have this Realme 5i that for some reason I got it to go here because when I got here I don't have it yet. So like it was perfect timing that I have a workmate that had to like came here like a week after, so I was able to find a way to get the PR to bring it to a person that can bring it here.
So we're not putting this in the podcast.
Oh, it's totally fine. Huh? It's not secret. It's not really a secret. I actually put it on the review.
Okay.
That's how I got it. So it's not really a secret.
That's so cool. Can
And
you
it's
try
not-
to get on Nintendo and then like if they send you like 2 Switches, you send one over here. I'm your very good friend Issa. Don't forget. If you get like an extra iPhone, I'm your good friend Issa. If you
Funny you said that. I think I still have another phone that's unfortunately in Cebu because unlike this one, there was no other person that could come here, and it was during the whole COVID-19 thing. So
bunga de
all-
gihapon imong negosyo ron maski nagkuan.
hmm?
There's still tech. People are still putting out
Yeah.
tech then.
Yeah,
Hot damn.
tech is still there.
Did you know what I learned this week?
What?
We have a smart outlet in the house.
Oh,
I just think
so
that's
it's like you
amazing.
can track the something.
like if we went out, Paulo could just like use that to like turn our TV on and off, and I just think that's like some
It's probably a
bougie
Lazada
shit.
purchase or something. I don't know.
I was like, wow, I didn't know we could do that.
Yeah.
And he's like, you really don't know your own house, do you? I'm like, I see a plug. I plug shit in it. Like,
Yeah,
how was I supposed to know?
yeah.
But that's it.
Weird enough. Well, yeah, I actually bought stuff that I can only get here. I'm so happy that I got to buy them.
That's pretty cool.
So-
You know what you should buy? You should buy like a sex toy, and you should also review that. That's still tech.
Oi, funny you mentioned that. Kid. My friend, her name's Issa Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I can say her name because she publicly posted it. She was supposed to get a shipment of vibrators, if I'm not mistaken. She publicly posted this, so it's fine for me to mention it. And it was blocked by customs.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna
So-
be in quarantine, at least you're happy. Unta.
But yeah, you know,
Ah.
things happen. Yeah.
That technically, if I vlogged about vibrators, it would be under tech.
Yeah, technically. It's actually one or two things. It's either sex or tech.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it really depends on where you're going for.
Huh.
Really.
Okay, I'm shifting
'Cause, like,
content.
Cause like tech is like a lot of things now. It's not just like specific things.
So what's your
It's
tech
invading
mostly?
everything. Right now, I'm focusing on the tech that people buy the most, including phones, including my laptop over here. Sometimes I dabble into audio. I'm actually gonna be reviewing this in the future.
Oh.
It's called the.
Well, you
it's
know,
called the AirPods Pro.
if you're like,
So.
if I know you don't want to be on TikTok, but they have tech on TikTok. I'm just saying,
Yeah, I know.
it's not
I
a
know.
bad.
But like every single, there are like tech content creators there who are already on TikTok. So like it's gonna be
Well,
gonna be a
it's not
matter of time.
congested.
But
You know, like sometimes you
Mhm.
just need to roll with the punches and be ahead of the game, and like just
Mhm.
get on that shit. You know.
yeah, but I'll probably be on YouTube first if we're going on that.
Nah,
TikTok.
just go on TikTok. You know why? Because it's faster. You
I
don't
mean,
need
yeah,
to
it's
learn how
true,
to
but it's
edit. You
like-
don't need to buy a camera. You don't need to buy another laptop. You just use your phone, and you already have so many phones. You might
But
as well
like,
be on TikTok.
Yeah, but like I have an angle that I wanna try on YouTube.
Oh,
So
you better
yeah.
get on it. Di magit mawala ang tech. So you're at an advantage. Like later, I hope that you like when all this is over, they have tech for like the environment, and then you can talk about that.
Oh sure.
Right.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah.
Like the fun thing about all these situations, like everyone's realizing that work from home is actually working remotely is actually a decent. It's really
It's an
a
option,
thing.
and ang kana ganing there was a meme that came out. It's like, if anything, if the silver lining in all of this is that people are realizing that some meetings can actually be emails.
Can be emails. Yeah, I read that meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah. I don't love that people have to work from home, but I personally love working from home.
Yeah. I mean, like to be fair, I actually have kind of a weakness of like doing anything productive from home because it's like the bed is my constant enemy.
Oh.
And the bed always wins.
Oh.
So
Shit.
that's why but yeah, it's gonna be a challenge for me to be quite honest to do work from home. But like if there are just like measures to guide us siguro, then
No, you know
it
what
should
you
be
do?
fine.
You have to create magud the environment and the mindset that you're still working. Kaya ako work from home
that's
magyud ko
why.
from the very beginning. So like
Mhm.
you still have to create like a system like by 9 o'clock you're already at your desk. So before that you have breakfast, you wake up early, and then by 9 you're
Yeah.
out at your desk.
Mhm.
By 10:30 you take a 15-minute break. Lunchtime
Yeah.
at the right times. But the problema lang ana is you have to actually prepare your own lunch, or if you have the luxury of a maid, then sure, why not? But you have to really just practice good practices. And the problem lang with work from home is that you end up working more.
Yeah.
Okay, you just like
That's
I
the
have to
thing.
finish something, I want to finish it, and then like you end up working more than you're actually paid for, unless if your
Yeah.
OT is counted. But for me, I never stop working. I work from like when I wake up at 10 o'clock, and I work until like 2 o'clock in the morning. And Paulo has to
Oh,
like drag me out.
oh, you know what my dilemma is?
What?
I'm basically working near 24/7. And the only time I don't work is when I sleep. So,
Exactly. Because you
Yeah.
have side passion projects once are good, that's why.
yeah,
It's like,
that's
yeah,
why.
that's like me. Because like when I'm
It's like-
not working, I'm on TikTok.
That's why.
TikTok is still work for me.
Yeah.
You know?
That's kind of the problem with the content creator because the things that people find to like enjoy, it's work for
Yeah.
us. So where's the fun in it?
Even like eating out for me is it sometimes feels like a job. That's why like actually me and Paulo were talking about it. He was like, I'm really not like an introvert. I mean an extrovert daw kay when people come to the house, I hide in my room. And he's like, why do you do that? I'm like, sorry, but like for me, just being alone is how I am not working. Because when I'm around people, I think they expect me to be so happy or so accommodating because that's what they see online.
Like they expect you to be this kind of person or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm
Yeah.
tired, man. In my own home. So I'm gonna sleep.
Yeah.
Muna ingana ako. Anyways,
But to be-
oh wait, what were you gonna
Yeah,
say?
It's funny because I started out like me as a person. Like I'm really an introvert. I don't like hanging out with people. I go out. It's like if I go out, it's like just me.
Yeah.
So it's been an adjustment period to do this whole content creation thing. Then the podcast pag yun, where I have to,
You have to
literally talk to people.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's actually fun.
It's good because it
It's-
puts you in a different situation, mangun.
Yeah. But different mindset
Yeah.
too. So
I'm getting
Yeah.
sleepy.
yeah, so it's probably time. And okay, I'm gonna show you my background, guys. You won't be seeing any of this because it's a podcast.
It's a podcast.
But my background is like, if you can see the back, it's
Oh
like
my
full
god,
of
yeah,
stuff.
we have to go because you have to pack.
yeah, but I mean that's like the remaining stuff.
Are you gonna
So
miss your apartment? Are you
hmm?
gonna miss your apartment?
I actually, the one thing I've learned about being like in Japan in general, not just this time,
Yeah.
I learned a lot of things about myself.
Like what?
Like a lot.
Like what?
Like there are tendencies that I do that I actually hate that I want to improve
Like
on.
what?
And what's one thing? Like I actually like cleaning.
Well,
Cleaning up.
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like. Well, no. No, I think as
But
you
like
get older, Jules, like you enjoy doing it because like
yeah.
it's your mess naman good, and then you just kind of realize
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I'm living in my own.
It's like
filth.
it's like you're responsible for everything that you do inside your
Yeah.
space. So
At first, I didn't like cleaning, and then once I enjoyed cleaning it, I started doing it a lot more. So now I'm just like
yeah.
scrubbing stuff down.
Yeah. And the thing is I have like mitigation things. Like for example, I when I started like cleaning, it's like so noisy. So like I don't know. I don't think it would work. Like there when I do like chores, I actually listen to a podcast while doing chores. Well, except the cleaning because I have a vacuum, so it's like noisy as fuck.
You have a
But
vacuum there. You bought one, or they have
yeah,
one?
no. There's a vacuum in the apartment.
What?
There's a vacuum. There's a washing machine. There's a TV. There's even internet.
The fuck?
I just needed to get a router.
Wow.
I mean, guys, this is in Japan, so don't be comparing it with the Philippines. Don't
I haven't
you
been to
dare.
Japan. I want to go there soon. When this is all
Yeah,
over.
not now, cause it's like crazy. No one wants to travel.
I know. Did you know that Cebu
No.
Park actually closed down?
Yeah.
operations? And I had just spoken to them, and they actually wanted me to promote their piece of fair, and I was like, I don't feel comfortable posting about it right now, so I kind of delayed, and then like a couple of days later, they're like, oh, we're shutting down operations. I was like, hot damn. Woo.
So it's kinda a blessing in disguise, cause it's like I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this, like doing marketing amidst the problem, and then only to end up like having to do something.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
think
really-
everyone just really didn't know what they were doing. It was really hard. It's really hard again.
It's unprecedented
Yeah.
to say the least. It's not really to say the least, but yeah, it's a situation that maybe most of us aren't really comfortable.
Nobody
with.
was prepared
Probably
for
first
this,
time.
honestly. Nobody really was. Like, at first, everything was like okay, and then suddenly it wasn't okay, and then suddenly it was really bad, and then now it's just like,
Yeah.
it's really bad.
What is this?
I had to
Yeah.
face a lot of demons in the last weeks, and I learned a lot about myself as I am continuing to learn more about myself.
Yeah.
But I am realizing that I actually like being at home and being alone. But it doesn't discount the fact that everyone's still really worried about everyone everywhere.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, I hope you have a
Anyway.
safe flight tomorrow. Message me and let me know how that goes.
Oh sure, cause I'll be messaging like a lot of people.
Yeah. And then we should end this now
Number
because
one,
it's
family,
already
of course, so-
1:30 over there for you.
It's like almost 1:30.
Shit, I'm sorry.
And I
I
still have to,
totally forgot.
and it's okay. I wanted to stop like once, like no, this conversation is still so good, so okay, let's not stop.
Well, we gotta stop now because you gotta pack, and I'll see you.
Yeah.
I'll see you in like 2 months when all of this is over.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just hope that everything will work out okay, even though we're like gonna have battle scars.
I know.
At the end of this.
God help us.
So
But yeah, have a safe trip, and then like send me
Thanks.
pictures of the airport and like whatever, because I'd like to see that.
oh sure, no problem.
I'll show it to Paolo. Like, we really enjoyed looking at your apartment.
Huh.
Because I asked
That's
Jullian
a-
to send me a picture of his apartment once just because I was so curious. Was that
Yeah.
weird?
I don't know. It's probably just because it's the first time someone asks, like, what's it? Besides my family, of course, it's they want to know what you're up to. But, like, yeah, besides the family, it's like, I wonder why she's asking this. This is so kind of weird, but it's also, but it's Issa, so I get
Like,
it.
Issa's a weird person. I do that. I make people uncomfortable. But I was just like, Jul, can you
I mean, but at this point, it's like probably the 5th podcast overall that we're doing this. So it's like, at this point, yeah, go.
True, just ask
I'm
me
used to it.
anything. Exactly.
Yeah,
well,
pretty much used to it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Go promote yourself.
So, yeah, you can check out the podcast. We did part 1 of this, whatever this conversation is, over at the Creator Life Podcast. You can check me out every Friday. I post new episodes. It's on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Basically, anywhere you listen to podcasts. If I'm not doing that, I'm maybe busy doing a post on my tech blog. That's utterlyrandomtechie.com. Although, I might have plans for it soon. Rebrand? I'm not sure.
True.
Yeah. Anyway, it's easier said than done. So let's see about that.
Well, good.
And yeah, follow me on social media at Jullian Sibi, JULLIANSIBI on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. That's it.
Also, thank you to everyone who listened to the podcast. I hope that you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't really a lot of me interviewing Jullian and who he was, who he is, and what he does. So we might have him back so we could talk about things more, especially when everything dies down. I want to talk about tech more because I absolutely, I am a consumer of tech, and there's a lot of things I can learn from you.
Yeah.
So we'll have him back sometime soon after all this, like once it's appropriate to have him back. But it was so beneficial for us to see the stark contrast of what life is right there for you in Japan as it is for us in Cebu. And thank you so much for your time, Jewel. No problem.
You know, I was the one who pitched this.
Exactly.
In all honesty, true. I was the one who pitched this idea to do the 2-parter, and it's fun.
It was fun.
This is what I love. This is what I love about podcasting, to be honest. It's really easy to do these flexible things.
True.
So, yeah, thanks, Issa, for doing this. And welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I am back. I am, and I'm very happy. And for teaching me how to use Audacity and how to edit on Audacity and how to take a Skype call, because I'm going to do this with someone else soon. So, I might interview someone from Singapore. Yeah.
Because, like, I've interviewed people from the US when I was still back home there, interviewing someone in Manila. So, yeah.
Yes, true.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah. So, thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to follow me on Issa Talk. My podcast is Issa Talk, and then my socials are Issa with Ease. Also, if you guys feel like you want to leave me a rating, I don't know if that's a thing. Do people still rate podcasts?
Because usually on the US, it's just in the US, people usually go for the Apple Podcast ratings and reviews. So, yeah.
Well, if you guys want to do that, feel free. I would gladly appreciate it. But if you don't, just keep listening to the podcast and have an amazing day. Catch you guys next time. Bye.